We got Alissa from the Agonist from Canada, first time on Reality Check TV. How you doing?
Doing well. How are you?
What's been going on with you guys since you were last in San Francisco?
Since that tour, which was about like 6 months ago or 8 months ago, we finished our album, and so right now we have sort of the pre-orders for the album going on, and that's going to come out June 5th, and it's called Prisoners.
Are you people ready? We gotta make this show work. Let's do it, fuckers! That's it. We stand on broken ribs, face to the glass. We grow, any violent undermine. We rally on the wall. And the first we can't be really is the way we must control. We love straight to animals. We love to hear from us, but we have so many loves. You're in love with us. You want to run inside. You want to take the gun. What the world you want.
The first album, we had a different drummer altogether. The second album, we did have Simon in place, which is why I think the second album is leaps and bounds ahead of the first one. And on this album, we also have Paco in place. So this is our first album that we're doing with 2 guitarists and actually 3 sort of instrumental songwriters. So it wasn't only Danny, it was also Paco and Simon writing, because Simon also plays guitar. So I think the album sounds different because of that. There's still obviously an Agonist feel to it because it's still, you know, the same 3 core members, which is myself, Danny Marino, and Chris Kells. When I write lyrics, I always write about things that matter to me, so I'm not going to just sit and write about like a lot of the sort of, I guess, subject matter that you find in like cock rock bands or like pop bands, but I mean, like, I'm vegan and I have been for a really long time, and animal rights is a huge thing to me, and human rights too, and I just, you know, I get really inspired when I read about either really great things that are happening in the world or really bad things that are happening, and so I try to sort of spread a message with my lyrics, but also just express what I'm feeling and thinking about certain things. So all of my songs come from, you know, something pretty serious and not just like talking about drinking or cars or shoes or whatever. So, you know.
For a band that's fairly underground like you guys, I mean, your videos are like in the millions of views. I mean, really gets a lot of views.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, the music industry is so backwards and upside down today. It's like we have a stronger online following than bands that would sell 3 times more albums than us, and then there's bands that we will open for, and then we see that they have way less following. I don't really know what it is. Yeah. The only thing I can say is that I'm glad we do have an online following, because I feel like although the industry is really, really changing, the internet is probably going to be around for a while, and so and so as long as we can connect with our fans and keep in contact with our fans, you know, directly online, it doesn't really matter what the label is or what the albums are or whatever. We can always have a way of just telling people what's going on with the Agonist that way. just on the second album, I had my friend Melina Suchan. She's a really, really great piano player.
Yeah.
And so I had her put in some keyboards over our music, but that's the only album it's on.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I mean, like on the first album and the third album, I actually just do a lot of that vocally. Like I'll just layer a lot of harmonies to sort of give a synth effect and that kind of stuff. A lot of people think that if you're in a band you have money, you know, which is like the opposite of the truth. So I'd like for people to realize how much of a struggle it is for bands to go on tour, to bring a show to all these different cities, and really, really appreciate that, because it's not easy, and we do it because we love doing it, but it's, you know, it's not a luxurious lifestyle at all, and so it's good to see people who really want to support us.
All right, well, where can people go to get more information about the Agonist?
The best place to go would probably be facebook.com/theagonistofficial, or facebook.com/my name, Alissa white-gluz fans. There's like a lot of fake pages though, so make sure you go to the right one, because that's where the real information is, and we don't like when people get the wrong information. So yeah, that's probably the best thing to do. Or we have a Twitter, it's The Agonist, all one word, and you can get little updates there too.
Thanks so much for being on Reality Check TV.
Yeah, no problem.